Hey guys, what is up? It's Dusty here, and welcome back to another crypto video. And today, I want to know from you guys, if I were to give you $1 million in crypto right now, what would be the first thing that you'd buy? And having said that, make sure that you press the like button, are subscribed, and comment something down below, because by doing that, you're automatically entering into our $100 crypto giveaway that we give away the first time a video hits 1,500 likes within 24 hours. All right, having said that, let's check over to my Twitter. The name on Twitter, by the way, is at TheDustyVC. I post a lot of motivational, / crypto news on there, basically, so go check it out. I just tweeted out, the more you talk about negative things in your life, the more you call them in. Talk about winning, not about losing. And I hope that a lot of you guys got something out of this, because I personally think it had a couple of different meanings to it. One could really be to stop focusing on the things that go bad and just focus on the things that go right, and you really kind of feel like a winner and you'll start to become one, basically. And in a different end, it is to not let all those negative Nancy's really influence your day in a negative sense. I talk about XRP quite often. I think you guys all know that. And in the comments section here, you can already see somebody say, then why are you talking about XRP all the time? Which, by the way, funny enough, was liked by 3 commas, the bot. Interesting, but all right. Now, the reason I talk about XRP all the time, in my own opinion, is because I think it's going to be good. So I consider it a winner, hence talking about it is also hopefully going to bring fortune. Basically, if I were to switch over right now and only talk about what's bad with XRP, what's going bad about it, why I'm thinking about selling, why it's so bad, just all negative stuff, what good is going to come from that? I'm not teaching you guys anything. The only thing you could kind of say I'm doing is giving some intuition, but I'm already doing that in a positive way. I'm always saying, hey, I think this might happen, this might happen. However, always be careful, because we also have a negative side. And that's the way I like to go about these things, basically. I like to stay positive if I, in my core, am positive, and not just go with what some people are saying, like, oh, it's all a lost cause. They're sued, buddy, give it up. I get that so many times, but please understand that if I want to just invest into it and I want to talk about it, let me be doing that, right? And you guys as well. If you want to, stick around. If you don't want to, you hate XRP, you could leave or just accept that you dislike the coin and go for something else. Really, it doesn't, I don't mind. Go for whatever coin you like. All right, we're all in this together. I really sincerely hope that all of you, literally all of you, get rich, except for the people that are just full of hatred and only talk about the bad sides of things. Man, I love a lot of these cryptos. You'll never hear me calling all these things just really stupid, a scam coin, unless they're basically trying to defraud people a lot of money. With Ripple / XRP, whatever way you see it, it could only be that the founders basically profited it more than they basically said. That's the real worst case scenario there. Because if you start to look at any other founder of any project, they have sold, they have made money off the project. So any argument you throw at me is not going to give a negative, view of those guys or of the project, right? I'm just really positive in that sense. And I like to stay that way. Having said that, there's a lot of different analysis going around as well. And I think this also has to do with the fact that in the short term, again, pretty funny to my story, I guess. In the short term, things are looking a little bit more negative because, again, it's getting away from quite a lot of exchanges. However, that's a little bit of a skewed message, I would say, as well. Because if you start to think about it, there's quite a lot of stuff happening right now. And it could be that because people are anticipating these exchanges, all delisting it, or at least stopping the trading. And also in the sense that a lot of people are speculating right now on the crypto market, since Bitcoin is at a really pivotal point. And there's a ton of options expiring. And even though I've said this does not matter too much, the options expiring literally, I had another article about that one, but whatever. Those literally don't not do too much. Here you can see it. It is quite important to see the severity of what people are speculating in right now and how much money they're putting up right now. So in that sense, it's also going to be a interesting, very, very interesting week for XRP. It could be a record-breaking one, as it could even be that because all these exchanges are done with it, that people are going to hoard it up. Because everybody knows you can still hold XRP, but buying it is going to be a little bit more difficult if you're from the US. On a different side, it could also be so that people are massively selling it off because they might not ever be able to exchange it again, and liquidity is key with a project like XRP. On a different end, we also saw Gary Gensler to be named as Joe Biden's SEC chair pick. A little bit later here, I'll show you guys what Brad Garlinghouse said about that, because if you start to really put things together, it really doesn't make sense that we're so negative about it, because I really think Ripple has their stuff in order. I really think the 15th of February is just a beautiful report is going to come out from them and everybody's just going to be happy. However, I think there's two main tactics to this if you're, I guess, long-term bullish on XRP. And again, you should also consider, if you started to become bearish in the last couple of days or weeks, were you even really bullish at all? Because all the stuff that happened right now, we all knew about. So if you did not anticipate this, or did not even, are really shocked that something like this happened, I think you're really investing into the wrong crypto, because we all knew that this could happen, and I would still say it's a very positive thing. However, all these guys over at Ripple, they knew this was going to be coming. I still think the lawsuit doesn't really make too much sense, in the sense that the guys, the chair basically, should have still stayed, Jay Clayton, instead of leaving. It's so strange how that all went down, and the fact that they're really causing way much more losses than if they were to just, I guess, let it operate. All those parts I don't really get. However, if I still think it's a positive thing for XRP, yes. And I still think this could be a record-breaking week in that sense that, well, maybe people are going to realize something ain't right. Maybe some new information is going to come out showing it ain't right. Or maybe some information will be hinted from Ripple's perspective, like they've been doing for the last week or so, just showing all these articles and explaining how they're really positive about things. It's really interesting how they keep their morale so extremely high, even though things are looking negative. And if you're wondering why this Gary Gensler thing looks negative, is because Gary was actually very positive on cryptocurrencies, but very negative on XRP, calling it a security before. Now, does this really matter? No, as the lawsuit will go on anyway, so he'd still battle against XRP, even if he was for it. However, it is negative to have it in the back of our heads. However, as I just said, Brett Garlinghouse is positive towards this, which is also really strange to me. It really just seems more and more like Ripple just wanted this to happen. It is all orchestrated, and that some big pumps are still on the way. However, again, we cannot really know whether or not pumps are going to be coming, because, hey, who controls those? Well, if we do not even know that, then how can we know if pumps are coming? Is it really the whales that are doing this? Is it really the retail? Is it really the weak hands that are causing a lot of these losses, basically? It's very hard to say. As of this point, you'd say it's only big guys, it's only whales, because retail, man, those guys most likely already got out at the start if they really were afraid of it. On a different end, though, everything is possible. Anything is possible. You can see that in the analysis here. There's people so divided right now. You see a lot of people say long, but that's mostly because of hopium and because of people being crazy happy about the situation. If you start really looking at things, there's a good chance that you could just sell it right now and buy it back if it is declared, or if you see a positive document the 15th of February. Because honestly speaking, guys, again, I'm also looking out for your money, all right? Not saying this stuff really for me. I'm also trying to talk or really think for you here a little bit. Even though my own strategy, you guys know, I'm just holding on through. I'm just going to keep it on. Not really any doubt in that sense, but I'm thinking out here. All right, I'm thinking out loud. What if you would just, again, if you're kind of hesitant, you're not really sure about things, what if you get out right now and you just plan to get back in if the 15th of February has a positive statement, basically? If Ripple has a really positive rebuttal, because that's the day they have to sign that up or put it up. If they have a really positive response and you like it, we might go up by 80% in a day. Could be, whatever. And you might have missed out on that. However, if they have a negative one, we could lose a lot more in value, and it might take years for XRP to recover from that. It could be. It is actually a chance there that you just buy that day, the moment you see the document, and you really see in terms of the price. If the price goes up, it was most likely a beautiful document. If the price goes down, most likely not that nice. Or the SEC had even a better document in that sense then. That's a chance, though. That's a thing you could go for if you're not too certain and you still would like to go for XRP for the longer term, but you're not really, you're not really too sure about things. However, again, the bad side is, what if that day that this crazy news comes out, the price just goes times 3? You guys see what I'm trying to say? What if? Now, can we predict this? No. Are we certain that this is going to happen? No. Do I have targets for that day? No. Not trying to do anything along the price there in that sense. I'm not trying to speculate too much. I'm just showing you guys what's really possible and what's really logical. Again, just kind of rationally thinking all this through. Now, I've said before, these options expiries, they don't matter. We've seen that time upon time again, as it happens every single week. But a record $3.7 billion in Bitcoin options are set to expire on January 29th as interest in cryptocurrency surges. Oh, okay. Very interesting. Move on. Bitcoin options volume rises to 8.8 billion. Will January 29th be D-Day? Bitcoin options volume on major exchanges is rising to 8.8 billion, pointing to a new all-time high. According to analyst Willy Woo, more and more high net capital investors are entering the market, which I think is true. I definitely think that is true. Then Bloomberg article reveals Bitcoin price was in danger, and here's why they are wrong. While logically thinking about the situation, more and more high net worth individuals are getting into the space. So saying the run is over right now for any crypto for that matter is a little bit stupid. Right? Even though it is possible, it's a little bit stupid because you're betting against the system, basically. It's like the Big Short, see it that way. If you're saying the run is over, it's most likely because they either want a lot of freaking clicks, at least that's the way I see it. Here they're saying, whenever we witness a new technology that didn't make public headlines, the mainstream media fails to mention in their news because for them, it won't get them many viewers or clicks. When Bitcoin smashes all-time highs, those news outlets, or same ones, rush to write articles about how great and majestic cryptos are. But they failed to keep reporting good content when the price entered a bearish trend and started bashing the technology. You know what happens every single time, guys? Every single time, these bigger platforms, not of course the main crypto ones, but the news outlets, the ones you really know, your parents will know about, those ones that are not crypto related, they really mostly operate only in times of good crypto. Now, a couple of really popular ones in the Netherlands, I think you guys also know about that, they will only post when Bitcoin, now they post a lot about it, but they would only post when Bitcoin made a new high or Bitcoin made some groundbreaking development or the halving was there. Like let's say one update every 4 months or so, maybe 6 months. While now they're doing one update, maybe 2 updates a week, maybe 3 updates a week, who knows, maybe 5 updates a week. Just constantly updating people about the situation. And they would never do that if things were looking bad. First of all, because of the clicks, but also because they're afraid. If they keep saying crypto will be all right, and they keep telling that in their paper, there's going to be a lot of people who are just listening to them, and they'll be like, oh, but these guys are stupid. That's what they don't want. They only want to do this in times of good faith, basically, when things are looking amazing, which is really, I guess, scarecrow-ish. Like here, guys, we've been talking about crypto for years, all right? I used to only be talking about Bitcoin. Then I used to talk about some different coins, yada, yada, yada. But we've been here throughout the good and the bad. We were here before the first bull run, and we're here now during, I guess, the second big bull run, big money. And if it goes down, I'll still be here. And even for our next, maybe third bull run, we'll still be here. We'll keep going on because I think I owe it to everybody, right? We started the journey together. A lot of you guys were really just also starting out. When I was starting out, it was really fun. And yeah, I think we're gonna have to finish this together as well, right? We're gonna have to go to the end game. And if we go down, I'm still staying positive. I'm still here. And the same thing for XRP. The price is down right now. I'm still here, still updating because I still personally believe in it. If we go down to a point of no return, we might do some other stuff too. Like, for example, right now I've been talking a lot more about polkadot because I really love that. And it's not like I'm only XRP focused. It's just one of my favorite coins at the moment. And thus, again, I'm talking about it a lot because I love it. I love what they're building. I love the idea. And I think it's going to be golden. Ripple testnet for hooks amendment on XRPL to be released in Q1. The hooks amendment for XRP Ledger deploys a C++-based SSVM runtime engine to operate with speed and modification ease. The testnet for the amendment will be launched in the first quarter of 2021, so it is definitely around the corner, which shows once more that XP is upgrading, or at least in a different sense also that the mechanisms work. That's one thing, and the fact they're upgrading in the sense that it keeps going on, regardless of what happens to Ripple, XRP will thrive. And let's see what else we got. XRP Stewart here. I had another tweet open. By the way, go check out GSX. I talk about this in videos sometimes. It is basically the first gold-backed coin. I personally put a couple $1,000s in because, well, what if it goes amazing the first day it hits exchanges, right? That's basically what I'm speculating for. There's a 20% bonus right here. You can see it on the website, plus a 5% bonus for using my link, and the link is down below. And XRP Stewart here. Let's quickly see what he said over on Twitter. If crypto exchanges think they can just delist XRP due to the SEC allegations and hide under the covers, they should think again. Crypto exchanges, they should have done their own due diligence when listing XRP. I would like to think these exchanges would not list XRP as a security if they intentionally thought so. Exchanges that listed XRP should stand up and show some support, otherwise they're accepting SEC allegations, which would mean they have sold unregistered securities, which could result in fines, bad publicity, sued by thousands of XRP holders. So there's two things I think about this one. One is, from a certain perspective, all these exchanges did not think XRP was a security at the start because they did list it. And in a different end, they should also keep selling it right now because otherwise, well, they're really basically admitting that it could be a security that they sold for a long while, and thus kind of admitting to it now is really even drawing a bigger grave. On a different end, stopping the trading right now, then resuming the trading and then halting it again if really it is a security, that's even a bigger freaking sword to your heart, because if you're doing that, then all these lawsuits will most likely say they stopped the trading because of the allegation, then listed it again because they just still wanted to keep making money off of it, and then they stopped it because it was really a security. That would really be bad. So I think all these exchanges right now cannot do anything but just wait it out. On a different end, yeah, I think he's right, though. I think he's right. They should have shown support. They should have just stick to it. However, on a different end, though, for example, Coinbase didn't do it instantly. They didn't announce it instantly. They were, first of all, talking with the SEC. They were going to the discussion about what their options were and what the possibility were of just not doing it. But most likely, they just went over with their lawyers and was like, well, if we keep selling it, they have a couple of really heavy lawsuits which could slander our name or something like that. We cannot afford it, so let's delist it, or let's stop the trading at least. Something like that. It's most likely a very high up decision. I don't think they were just like, hey, you know what, I was doing it, let's do it too. It most likely was in their best interest, because think about it. If they're the only one not doing it, they're making a freaking ton of money from people exchanging on their platform. So they would rather have the crypto there. It's just most likely in their best interest as an exchange to stop the trading, that they most likely didn't want to do themselves either. For Coinbase, I do not know. They're a pretty weird exchange in that sense. They have some strange motives, especially that the IPO is coming around. But in the end, I don't think any exchange would want to delist it, right? Or stop the trading. It costs them money. Also, if you're from the US, make sure you check out Webull. You can trade stocks on here and crypto. And I'm kind of wondering, would these guys ever stop XRP trading as well? Because you're not really buying the coins itself, right? It's basically just like you buy stocks. It's like on platforms like PayPal and stuff like that, how you buy crypto. That's also how you're doing it right here. But again, you can buy stocks on here, and if you deposit $100, I think you get like 2, maybe 4 stocks for free. Just check out the link down below and you'll see how much you get. But I think it's definitely a cool platform. I see a lot of these finance YouTubers talk about it. Some pretty popular ones, some big guys. I trust it personally. So yeah, that was it. Thank you guys all for watching this video. Hopefully you all enjoyed it. Make sure you understand that investing in crypto is risky. It will always be that way, and I can never guarantee that something will do good, even though I'm personally investing money into it. That was it for today. Hopefully you all enjoyed it, and I'll see you again in another one.